rebounds, and Maya Verth had a first game, long time with an injury. She's just coming back to playing, and she's averaging 14.3 in the last 3 games. She's shooting #1 field goal percentage in the SEC through the second game and averaging 8 rebounds.
And Coach Katie Abrahamson-Henderson credits the conversation she had with her brother, the rookie with the LA Rams and All-Pro Jared Verse, to just concentrate on your role and doing what's best within your role. And for Maya, she says that's rebound.
Yeah, and as you see, Maya right now, she is 5th overall in offensive rebounding in the SEC. She's number 14 in overall rebounding and #1 in field goal percentage. So this freshman has really started off SEC play extremely well.
Key tonight for Katie's team, she says we gotta not foul as much as we did in the first 2 games. In the loss to Vandy and the loss at Florida, Georgia opened on the road both those games. Back home, this is their SEC home opener, and they'll be without Amaya Evans, who suffered a broken thumb in practice the other day. So Georgia's short a big going into this game. Opening tip knocked out of bounds by Jahate, so it'll be Missouri's ball on offense to start this game. Missouri at 11-6 overall, 0-2 in the conference. They lost to South Carolina at home a week ago in their conference opener. On the road at Alabama on Sunday and lost. They have not been back home. They went straight from Tuscaloosa to Athens. They've been in town all week because of the weather. And the rebound by Verse drops to the floor, and Georgia retains it in the corner. Starting 5 for Georgia: Turner, Avinger, Davis, Verse, and Jahate. Turner coming off a 20-point performance against Florida on Sunday in the loss in Gainesville. Verse open on the low block, and a nice dish from Turner to get Georgia's first bucket of the game. Starting 5 for Missouri: Slaughter, Randall, Kroenke, Judd, and Galakalunda. And Judd opens with a 3 at the top of the circle.
And Georgia's got to know where the shooters are throughout this season. They've struggled some with letting other teams really get a solid percentage from the 3-point line. So Georgia's got to know where these shooters are early here against Missouri.
Another key for Georgia is stop Missouri's go-to players. That's Slaughter and Judd. And the jump ball is going to be called, and it'll be Georgia's ball. And there's Coach Robin Pingeton in her 15th season at the helm there in Columbia. 247 wins in Columbia, 582 overall. She is top 3 in the SEC among active coaches in total victories. Only Kim Mulkey and Dawn Staley have more. Jahate gets the rebound. Avinger at the top of the circle. The ball goes out of bounds. 3-2 leads Missouri in the opening minute and a half. Missouri, 12-point winner against Georgia last January in Columbia, a game in which they built as big as a 23-point lead. But they have not beaten an SEC opponent since that victory against Georgia last January 18th. Judd goes inside to Kroenke. Judd, top of the circle, the 3-pointer, the miss that time. Judd set an SEC freshman record 2 years ago, shooting 44.9% behind the 3-point line, but comes into the game tonight at 35.9 for this season.
And still a solid number, but obviously not as good as her freshman year. And you see her stroke. She has the ability to shoot far out. Beautiful shot, high arching. So we'll look to see what else she's able to do today.
The drive by Davis, and Davis rolls off the rim. Jahate inside, gets it to fall. Judd puts it on the floor. Kick out. Randall back to Judd. The Euro, and foul's going to be called on Verse.
Directed toward Georgia's Maya Verse. That's Verse's first. Georgia's first.
So that'll get Wolf will come off the bench, and she's probably coming in right here.
Good head fake by Judd, going to the basket. A little bit too much contact by Verse. Gets her on the arm. Judd to the line for 2.
And so Verse goes to the bench, and Nia Wolf checks into the game for the first time. This is her game back. Georgia's 4-3 with her in the lineup. She missed 9 games with that foot injury suffered in the regular season opener. So Judd has all 5 of Missouri's points. Davis steps inside the arc and fires the mid-range jumper. Summer Davis averaging 5.5 points per game, making her 7th start of her freshman season tonight. To the corner, and Slaughter hits the three-pointer.
Great job Missouri executing against the zone. They're able to find Conkey in the high post, who's able to dish out. And another three-point shot from Missouri, who's shooting #1 in the SEC in three-point percentage.
#1 in the SEC in three-point percentage. They were 39% in non-conference play, but just 26% so far in the SEC. Woolfolk underneath, puts it up and in with the offensive rebound. Keys for Missouri tonight: limit the turnovers and clog the lane. They know that Georgia likes to score a lot of points in the paint. Generally does not shoot the ball. She's looking to dish when she gets it, and Judge puts in the layup. Judge has 8 of Missouri's first 10 points, or 7 of the first 10 points. Abinger on the drive got fouled. She'll go to the line.
Missouri doing a good job of movement away from the ball against the zone for Georgia right now. Georgia's going to have to communicate well. And as you see, Abinger, just a good aggressive hard take to the basket. She'll head to the line for 2.
Kroenke was called for the foul. So Abinger at the foul line, averaging just under 10 points per game this season. Shooting 76% at the foul line, a good 11 percentage points better than a year ago. Abinger gets another for a chance from the tie. Tied at 10. Georgia runs some pressure in the backcourt trap. Something they worked on extensively today during their shoot-around. Slaughter being guarded by McCullough takes a long-distance three and grazed off the iron. They want her to take more threes. She's shooting 51% on her three-point shots. Ahead to Jahate and 1.
Great lead pass, great finish by the big with contact. Georgia's bigs have been doing great here. As you see, Asia, nice lob pass, sees the mismatch. Jahate, great finish through contact.
Randall did not establish position. They need Randall to stay out of foul trouble. She got into quick foul trouble against South Carolina in their opener. Jahate fails to complete the three-point play. Randall got the rebound. 2-point lead for Georgia. Kroenke right there in the middle, looking to go somewhere with it. Randall on the drive. Shoots it up over Woolfolk. The offensive rebound, Galakalundi puts it in.
Great tip in on the offensive board by Galakalundi. She has a big matchup going against Jahate.
Tied at 12, under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Abinger again on the drive, the scoop shot up and in. You mentioned off the top, what do these two teams need to get the dub, and that's score more. And they're off to a pretty good start here in the first quarter. 26 total points in under 6 minutes. Randall just outside the foul line, put it down.
Good fight by Kroenke. She's really been able to set up her teammates. She's penetrating, finding the open player, and remaining patient, keeping her pivot.
Randall was Missouri Valley a year ago, playing for Southern Illinois. Transferred into Missouri for her final season. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Wolfolk, nice spin move, and it fell off the back of the rim there. She got a great look at that thing and didn't get the roll. Missed by Judge. She usually does not miss when she gets penetration like that. 3:42 to play in the quarter. Georgia and Missouri tied at 14. Take a look at the Missouri season recap. 11-6, 0-2 in the conference. 4 players scoring and averaging in double figures. Started 0-2 in the SEC with losses to number 2 South Carolina and number 19 Alabama. Georgia back on offense. Tied at 14 here at Stegman. And a foul's going to be called on Missouri, and this is going to be on Kroenke.
I believe that's her second foul. As you see her sub, number 8 Wilson's going to be checking in. You hate to see 2 early fouls for the Missouri guard. Great job by Asia Avenger, seeing her defender out of position, attacks the baseline, able to come away with a foul.
3 team fouls on Missouri. In the corner, the three-pointer. Demora Flournoy comes in off the bench and hits her first 3-point shot. Randall on the baseline answers with a 2.
Randall with 2 mid jumpers, really showing that she can shoot the ball consistently. Georgia will have to be able to find her on the defensive end.
Wolfolk received that pass down on her behind and somehow didn't walk. That was a great job by her to get it out of there.
Good entry pass. Looked like her feet got in the way a little bit. Was able to maintain possession, and it's a jump ball.
28 seconds now reflected on tonight's shot clock with the Missouri possession.
Georgia again showing some full court pressure. Missouri breaks it rather easily. Wilson takes the 3 and misses. Rebound underneath, and Randall missed the offensive rebound. Gallicalundi puts it up and in.
Ball is bobbled around a little bit. Gallicalundi gains possession for an easy putback.
Turner on the drive, got stopped, turns around and misses. Rebound Wolfolk, another offensive rebound. Sticks it up there and misses and goes off of her hands. And apparently went off of Missouri's hands, so Georgia retains possession.
Please welcome to the court for the Lady Dogs.
Wolfolk did a great job sticking with it, missed the initial putback and battled again to get the ball, and Georgia gets the possession on the baseline with 16 seconds on the shot clock.
Avenger on the inbounds, Flournoy in the corner, rim out. Playing in front of her home folks here tonight. Family in town to watch her play. The senior who has dramatically improved her 3-point shooting. She's more than 10% better than she was a year ago. Georgia's still looking for that consistency every game from her on her 3-point shot.
And she's shooting 38%, second on the team behind Summer Davis, but still not seeing the confidence and the consistency. She has the ability. She has a great 3-point shot. So really looking at her to just be more confident in her shot.
Coach Abe knows she can be a real sniper when she's on her game. Ball comes into Judge. She drives the baseline, missed the floater. Avenger came in on the backside and got the rebound. Long outlet comes to Flournoy. Wolfolk sets the screen for Flournoy, and she buries the 3. Second 3-pointer for Demora Flournoy. Georgia has 20 points in the first quarter. Missouri 18. And the miss by Judd. Collision going for the rebound. Out of bounds off of Georgia.
Ball directed toward Georgia's Asia Avenger.
Avenger was called for the foul. So team foul number 2 on Georgia.
Please welcome back to the court for the Lady Dogs, Trinity Turner.
Avenger goes to the bench after picking up the personal foul, and Turner in quarter. Judge puts it on the floor, drives on the freshman, and did not get the bounce that time. Slaughter gets the offensive rebound. Dribbles in there, passes around the corner. Schreck in the ball game hits the three-pointer. She's their top three-point shooter by volume and by percentage. Missouri has hit 3 three-pointers here in the first quarter. They hit only 7 total in their first 2 games in the conference.
Schreck with a three-point basket, and she's someone you got to look out for. She is second in the SEC with 42 three-pointers made this season and ranked 17 nationally.
Averaging 2.5 threes per game and shooting right over 39% on her threes, which is 7th in the conference. It's a team of three-point shooters. Flournoy takes a distant three-pointer. Area code three-pointer right there from Flournoy. Again, playing in front of her folks tonight. She's hit 3 three-pointers here in the first quarter. We'll have to visit more often. Turner takes the 3 and hits it. 26 points in the quarter. They scored that at 2. 25 points in the quarter for Georgia and 46 total. Turner has it. Shot clock off. Georgia can play for the final shot here if they choose to. Looks like that's what they're going to do. Turner goes around a screen from Jahute with 5 seconds, with 4, with 2. Turner hit it! And a blazing hot first quarter for both teams. 48 total points in the first 10 minutes of the game. Turner
has been huge. Great timing. She plays with it. And the bucket right before the halftime. Georgia goes in with a 27-21 lead.
Trinity Turner scored the last 2 buckets for Georgia in the first quarter, coming off a 20-point performance against Florida on Sunday. Do so far this season, Mia Woolfolk, despite missing those 9 games with an injury, leads Georgia in scoring at 13 points per game. Trinity Turner, she's had 2 20-point performances, had 28 against Georgia Tech. Back in December, Summer Davis leads the team in three-point shooting. And just off to a great start. They're getting 44% of their scoring from freshmen this season.
The underclassmen have been huge, as you mentioned, really providing a lot of offensive scoring for Georgia.
Georgia on a 7-0 run to end that first quarter. Missouri missed 6 of their last 7 shots. And we have a foul on Georgia. It'll be on Woolfolk in the paint. Setting a screen, so it'll be the first foul on her. But it's really hard to look at Georgia in their non-conference schedule. They had some losses in there that they no doubt wish they had back. But you got to wonder how things would have been different if Mia Woolfolk had been healthy for the entire non-conference schedule, which she wasn't.
And I mean, she had an amazing, her first game career as a freshman, 20 points, the unfortunate injury. But with her on the court, Georgia is a much stronger team.
I think it's safe to say Georgia would have been better than their non-conference record had they had her. Shot clock violation as Missouri did not get the shot off in time. Great defense by Georgia. So Avenger and Jahute back on the floor for Georgia. 6-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs here in the opening minute of the second quarter. Matt Stewart along with Anne-Marie Armstrong. And thanks for being with us here tonight. Turner takes the 3 and hit the front iron. Rebound by Schreck. Clears it out there to Wilson. Wilson on the drive all the way through. Jahute got a piece of it. Flournoy running the floor. Head up, takes the shot, hits it. Wow, what a start to this game for Flournoy. Did not start the game, has come in off the bench, has scored 11 points in 5 minutes.
She's been huge for Georgia. 3 threes, a big jumper, really providing a lot of energy off the bench right now for Georgia Bulldogs. Wilson on the drive and got
got the layup to fall. First bucket for her. 29-23. Turner back the other way, aggressively gets into the paint and gets the shot to fall. Turner averaging 12 points per game. She has 6 already tonight. Wilson on the drive, fires, and a nice reverse up and in by Linthicum.
Good cut on the backside, went behind the defense. Good find. Missouri gets an easy layup under the basket against the zone.
Chahate sets the screen. Turner gets it. Pass deflected. Turner gets it back. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Chahate sets a screen. They turn it down. 5 on the shot clock. Avenger floater missed it. Offensive rebound. That never touched the rim. That's going to be a shot clock violation on Georgia.
Mizzou basketball. Please welcome back to the court for the Lady Dogs.
Here you see the good cut on the offside by the post player. Good job by Missouri. They've done a good job of moving away from the ball against the Georgia zone.
It's the thing you always have to watch for when you're playing against Robbie Pinchton's team. They like to shoot a lot of threes, and then they like to use those threes to set up backdoor cuts. Shrek takes the 3 over Davis and misses. Rebound controlled by Georgia. Burst gets another. Lob into Wolfhook, turns around and rim out. Goes for the offensive rebound and gets it. But jump ball called. Will be Missouri's ball on the change possession. Dishes inside Galakalunde. Beautiful pass by Judd. Galakalunde has 6. Had nearly a double-double on Sunday in their 19-point loss at Alabama. And 9 points, 8 rebounds in the loss in Tuscaloosa. Turner tried to backboard that three-pointer. Don't know that that was intentional. Just turned out that way. Did not go down. 31-27. Georgia up by 4 on Missouri. Georgia's hit 13 field goals, 3 three-pointers. Missouri 11 and 3 three-pointers. Randall in the corner for 3. Rebound. Verse had it, lost it, picked up by Randall and put in.
A lot of players scrambling on the floor for the ball. Missouri are able to come up with it. 2 points for Missouri.
No look pass inside to Verse on the other block, and she puts it up and in. Verse with 4 points, 3 rebounds here in 7 minutes of work. Wilson in the corner, big rainbow shot, nothing. And Missouri had it, lost it. Flournoy's got it. Behind the back, crosses half court. Inside Avenger again, another no-look pass. Wolford could not hold on to it.
Ball is out. The ball on the court is Mizzou basketball.
5:05 opening half, 33-29, Georgia on top. A little bit slower pace here in the second quarter. Missouri's outscored Georgia 8-6 in the period. Both these teams doing a much better job of taking care of the basketball here tonight. Both of them coming off horrendous games taking care of the basketball. Georgia had 22 turnovers in the loss at Florida. Missouri had 20 turnovers in their loss at Alabama. Inside, Galakalunde got fouled by Wolford. And a timeout on the floor. Missouri at the line. When we get back, Georgia up by 4. Weather over the last week. Went to Tuscaloosa last Saturday and have not been home since. They're hoping to get home tonight on a charter flight after this game.
They were told to get expeditiously out of the Coliseum so they can make sure that they make it home. I know the coaches and staff are excited to get home to their beds after more than a week traveling on the road.
So it's been tough for Coach Robin Pinchton's team, but in a lot of ways, this has kind of been like a training camp for them. They've been stationed here in Athens. They've gone through 2-a-days, did a lot of film work, had a lot of great conversation, did some team building things here in Athens over the last couple of days. So it's not been all bad for them. We'll see if it pays off for them in a victory here tonight. Both these teams looking for their first conference win of the season. To the baseline, and Randall knocks down the jumper. Missouri back within 1.
Randall's done a great job shooting her mid-range. She has 3 buckets. Now this is her 4th. Just doing a great job showing that mid-range shot.
Verse has it roll off the rim. Verse has missed 2 shots here tonight. That's 1 more than she had missed in the last 3 games combined. Judd knocks down the 3-pointer. Missouri on top, 35-33, as Georgia calls a timeout.
Missouri's done great. They're on a 12-2 run over the last 4 minutes, really getting some energy behind them. And great find by Kroenke. She dribbles it up the court, and she knows just where her trail shooter is, and that's another 3 for Judd.
Coach Robin Pinchton said that Judd had been putting a lot of pressure on herself. She got off to a slow start this season. First 8 games, averaged 7.5 points per game, although since Thanksgiving been averaging 13-3 a game, which is about where she was a year ago as a sophomore. And she was SEC All-Freshman 2 years ago in the 2023 season.
Judd will now join Damari as the second player to reach double figures in this game. She has 3 assists as well, just really showcasing how she can fill up that box score. She can rebound, she can assist. She has 2 threes thus far in the game, Judd.
She was the Missouri Class 5A Player of the Year coming out of West Plains High School, Missouri. You see her numbers tonight, 3 of 8 on the shooting. Got off to a great start, slowed down a little bit here after that really good start to the game. Pass inside for Verse, a double team, passes out of it. Turner, 3-pointer. Off the iron, Verse going for the rebound in a big-time collision that would make her brother Jared proud. Knocks down Kroenke, but Verse gets called for the foul. Her brother Jared, great first season in the National Football League after starring at Florida State. Actually, they called that foul on Kroenke.
That'll be her 3rd foul in the first half.
Pinchton couldn't believe it.
Nia Wilson will make another appearance for the Tigers.
So Kroenke comes off the floor. That's a big loss for them. Their playmaker, Kroenke, has played only 9 minutes tonight because of foul trouble. Turner puts it on the floor. This is inside Jahute. A lot of physicality in the paint. No whistle there. Wilson getting a lot of minutes here with Kroenke on the bench and puts it up and in. Nia Wilson, transfer from New Mexico, averaging 6 points per game. Georgia turns it over. Turnover number 5 for them. Missouri only 2 turnovers tonight. That was a stated goal for Coach Pinchton. We need to cut down on turnovers. Got to take care of the basketball. Need to clog the paint against this Georgia team. Slaughter, air ball. Slaughter came in shooting 51.9% on her 3-pointers, but not enough attempts to qualify among SEC leaders. But among players in the country who average at least 1 3 a game, she's 3rd in the nation with that 3-point shooting percentage. They want her to take more 3-point shots. They can live with a few misses. Bounces around. Wilson has the rebound. drives, mid-range jumper, put it down. Judd now with 12 points in the game.
Good rip, good one dribble pull by Judd. Reads the defense. They're closing her out on the three. And as you mentioned, Judd now with 12 points in the first half.
Nia Wilson called for the foul. Got Avenger with the body. That'll be the second team foul on Missouri here in the half.
Tigers is second. Georgia will maintain possession with 22 seconds reflected on the shot.
Inbounds Avenger over on the side.
Georgia looking to get a little bit of momentum here.
Verse calling for the ball, gets it from Flournoy. Verse inside. And the ball was batted out of bounds by Galakalundi. 7 seconds on the shot clock for Georgia as they inbounds on the baseline. Inbounds Avenger in the corner, missed the three. Save. Missouri's got it. Missouri on the drive. Galakalundi on the wing, lays it up and in.
Wilson really doing a great job coming in off the bench, bringing energy. That's her 4th assist on the game.
Turner in the corner, rim out on the three. Georgia 3 for 13 on their three-point shooting. Pass underneath for Galakalundi is too strong. 1:09 to play in the half. Georgia trailing by 8. After scoring 27 points in the first quarter, Anne-Marie, they have 6 here in the second.
Georgia hasn't scored in almost 4.5 minutes. And Missouri is on an 18-2 run over the last 7 minutes.
Turner the miss, Wilson the rebound. There's Shrek. Underneath Judd on the cut to the basket, and foul's going to be called on Georgia.
Foul directed toward Georgia's Maya Verse.
So Verse is going to be called for the foul. That'll be number 2 on her.
On the cross lob, a little bit too much there for Verse. It's going to be a foul, and Verse is going to head to the bench.
So it's not a shooting foul, so inbounds underneath for Missouri. On the cut, nobody picks up Randall, and she lays it in easily. 10-point lead for Missouri. They've outscored Georgia 22-6 here in the second quarter. Avenger goes around the screen corner. Flournoy misses the three this time. Rebound, Galakalundi. Shot clock is off. Missouri can play for the final shot if they choose to. Six on the clock. Randall comes out to get it. Judd with 2 on the clock, stolen away by Avenger. Half-court heave off the backboard, and that is the end of the first half. Second quarter, not so kind for Georgia. Missouri finishes the half on a 20-2 scoring run, and Georgia missed 14 of their last 15 shots to close out in that second quarter. Judd and Randall combining for 22 points. Rest of the team has 21. And the 20-2 run that you mentioned that Missouri closed that first half on gives them a 10-point lead as we start this second half. Both Georgia and Missouri 0-2 in the conference, looking for their first league wins of the season. SEC home opener for Georgia. They opened on the road. First 2 games, that was the first time since 1990s, the early 1990s, that Georgia opened on the road with 2 consecutive. Davis in the corner got hit on her three-point shot, and she'll be going to the line. So Summer Davis will get 3 shots at the foul line here to start the quarter.
That foul is directed toward the Zoo's Angelique Galakalundi.
Galakalundi is called for the foul. And that'll be number 1 on her.
Summer Davis to the line.
Summer Davis at the line. Davis, rim out on the three-point shot. Her first free throw attempts of her career, if I'm not mistaken. It is. First free throw attempt she's ever taken in the college level. Hits the second. Of course, twin sister India on the team as well, not getting as much playing time as Summer here in her freshman season. And Summer hits the third of the 3 free throws, and 2 points for Georgia on the board here to start the half. Back out on the floor for Missouri to start this period after she picked up 3 personal fouls in the first half. Long outlet comes to Turner with the Euro step and missed the layup.
Ball is out, and Georgia will maintain possession.
Last touch by Missouri, so Georgia inbounds on the baseline. Davis, the three-pointer, off the rim. Galakalundi gets the rebound. Randall on the drive, missed the left-handed layup. Verse on the bounce pass to Jahute, couldn't handle it. Judd puts it on the floor, steps in, and off the iron. Rebound battled for, jump ball called. It'll be Missouri's ball.
Mizzou will maintain possession. Please welcome back to the court for the Lady Dogs, Damari Flournoy.
Flournoy back in the ball game. She's Georgia's leading scorer tonight. Scored 11 points in 13 minutes in the first half. Slaughter way off the mark on a 3-point shot. She's now 1 for 4 on her threes in this game. Jump ball, and Georgia gets the ball in possession. Sluggish start here in the opening 90 seconds, and Verse puts it in off the inbounds. Third basket for Verse. She's got 6 tonight. Judd steps in, shot blocked. Avenger ahead to Flournoy. Drives, 7 on the shot clock, gives it to Flournoy. Had it poked away, foul called on Randall.
Foul directed toward Missouri's Anaya Randall. That's Randall's second
personal foul on Randall.
Georgia will maintain possession with 20 seconds off the shot.
There's contact there on the play. Georgia will inbound the ball on the baseline.
Avenger goes around the screen from Jahute, step back, and off the iron. Judd on the drive, fights through it. Foul's going to be called on Georgia. Jahute, I believe.
Foul directed toward Georgia's Fatima Jahute.
Jahute is called for the foul. That'll be the first personal on her. 4-0, Georgia's outscored Missouri here in the first 2.5 minutes of the quarter. So Judd at the foul line. She's got 12 points tonight, 2 of 2 at the line. 79% free throw shooter. Slaughter over there talking to head coach Robin Pinchton. Another free throw for Judd. She has 14, leads all scorers. First 2 points of the half for Missouri. in the corner. Three-point shot off the rim. Last touched by Galakalundi. It'll be Georgia's ball. Illinois on the drive. Put it up and in. No call to travel. Travel before the shot. Only 6 points scored here in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, Anne-Marie.
The offense is slowed down. The first quarter was off to a crazy start, and now everyone's starting to settle down.
And that's going to be an over and back. Or I thought it was. They saved it. Georgia steals it. Turner's got it. Leads the break. Turner in trouble is able to get rid of it. Last touch by Missouri as Kroenke knocked it out of bounds.
Please welcome to the court for the Lady Dogs, Mia Wolfo.
Trinity Turner gets almost double teamed. Doesn't have any sort of safety outlet. It's off Missouri, but Georgia's got to do a better job coming to the ball when it's picked up in a dead ball situation like that.
4-2, Georgia's outscored Missouri here in the first 3.5 minutes of the quarter. Inside for Versh. Wow, she came down with that pass. Got fouled on the play.
Foul directed for the Tigers.
Galakalundi is going to be called for the foul. That'll be her second.
Galakalundi second. The Tigers make it their third.
3 team fouls on Missouri here in the quarter. Versh had the pass batted out of bounds by Judd.
Georgia will maintain possession with 17 seconds on the shot clock.
Wolford sets the screen, a double screen. Ball goes inside of Wolford, can't hold the pass. Pass was a little bit out of her reach from Flournoy. Wilson on the drive, splits the defense, had it knocked out of her hands.
Maintain possession.
Missouri still does not have a field goal in the quarter. Their only points coming at the free throw line. This after they scored 21 in the first and 22 in the second. Ball goes to Galakalundi, got stripped by Avenger. And off of Galakalundi. Or maybe not, it will be Missouri's fault. Shot clock. Judd's got to do something with it. Got the shot off and put it in. First basket of the quarter comes from Judd. She had the 2 free throws. She scored all 4 points for Missouri. They've scored only 4 points in the first 4+ minutes, and Georgia has not been able to put a dent in their lead because Georgia has scored only 4. Batted up into the air and stolen by Wilson. Picked up by Randall, who collides with her own player, then stolen by Turner. Stolen by Avenger, pardon me. Avenger brings it back the other way. And a whistle, and finally a foul is called. A lot of contact out there. Some friendly fire as Randall ran right over Wilson.
That makes Wilson.
You hate to get hit like that, and you especially hate to get hit like that by your own teammate.
No doubt.
But nonetheless, just hustling to get the ball, and that's what Randall did.
These look like 2 different teams here in the third quarter. Neither one can score now. 4-4 here in the third period. Nearly halfway through the quarter. Bullet pass goes into Verse. Verse missed up close. Got her own miss, falls backwards. Woolfolk got the offensive rebound and put it in.
Good job of Woolfolk sticking with it on the offensive end. Maya Verse not able to finish, but the Georgia Post players have done well on the offensive rebounding.
Missouri's lead is 8 with 4.5 minutes to play in the third. Randall puts it on the floor, goes into the lane, heaves it up there, rebound by Davis. And it comes to Flournoy. Woolfolk calling for the ball. Flournoy takes the three off the iron. And the rebound controlled by Randall. Missouri back the other way. Foul's going to be called on Avenger. Got her with the body. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. Only 10 points scored in the quarter. Missouri up by 8 with 4 to play here in the third. Missouri combined 3 for 15 shooting in the third quarter.
Yep, the offense came to a little bit of a screeching halt thus far in the third quarter. Both teams looking to get momentum, as you mentioned. 4 to 6 in the quarter here.
We had 48 total points scored in the first quarter. We've had 10 points scored here in the third. See who can knock a lid off the basket here. Judd has all 4 points from Missouri in the quarter, now has the ball. Goes inside to Galakalundi, working against Woolfolk, and nice move by Galakalundi to lose Woolfolk and put it in.
Nice little shoulder fake by the post player. Got her defender stuck, and good finish going to the middle.
Missouri back up by 10. Goes to Woolfolk inside and sticks it in. 6 points for Woolfolk tonight.
Georgia's got to do a better job of finding those post players. When they get the ball with their back to the basket, Georgia post players have been very efficient. The guards have got to recognize those situations.
Randall working against Turner. Had it swiped away. Woolfolk comes up with a steal, and then Avenger had it stolen away, and she gets it right back. Turner in the paint. Georgia's cut the lead to 6. Randall, scoop shot, got by Verse and put it in. Randall has 12 points, 6 rebounds tonight. Puts it on the floor, stopped in her tracks. 3 on the shot clock. Turner floats it in. Trinity Turner with the floater. She now has 8. Pardon me, she has 10, so she's now in double figures, joining Flournoy. On the shot clock. Wilson directing traffic. She's been on the floor a lot tonight with Kroenke in foul trouble. Schreck with 4 on the shot clock. Hit the three-pointer. 5th three-pointer for Missouri tonight. The lead back to 9.
And Wilson leading Missouri right now, 6 assists. She's done a great job of finding her shooters in her post on the offensive end.
Inside traveling, or a foul's going to be called? Foul's going to be called on Missouri. Galakalundi, I believe.
Wilson, great dishing it out. Schreck is at the three-point line, and that is their go-to three-pointer. Great job by Schreck finishing that shot right at the end of the shot clock.
Second 3 for Schreck tonight. She has 6 after scoring 8 against Alabama on Sunday. Galakalundi was called for the foul. 3 on her now, so she's in foul trouble, and so is Kroenke. Kroenke's been in perpetual foul trouble in this game after picking up 2 in the first quarter, so both of them with 3. Georgia has only Flournoy with 3. Pardon me, Georgia doesn't have any. Flournoy has 3 turnovers, but not 3 fouls.
Woolfolk's been doing a great job posting up, maintaining her position, trying to get the ball. And again, when she has position, Georgia's got to look to get her the ball. She's the leading scorer for them.
She had a career-high 20 points a week ago tonight in the loss at Vanderbilt. She's got 7 here tonight. Georgia's down 8 with a minute to play in the quarter. Nearly stolen away by Avenger. The last touch by Georgia as it goes out of bounds.
Interesting that Missouri is not looking to go for Judd on the post up. There's a big height difference with Avenger and Judd right now. Yes, Avenger is very physical and aggressive, but there's a big height difference.
Judd takes the 3 and buried it. Ashton Judd now with 19 in the game. No-look pass is deflected away by Lincoln. Missouri 11-point lead. They've added a point to their lead here in the third quarter. Outscored Georgia 14-13. There's a difference of 4 seconds in the game clock and the shot clock here in the third. Low block they go. Judd passes out with 2 on the shot clock. Miss on the three-pointer. 3 seconds in the quarter. Turner brings it across. Half-court heave off back iron. And that is the end of the third quarter. Missouri out. So great to have all of you here in the building at the same time. That was the last great Georgia team. Went to the Elite Eight. So close to getting to that Final Four in your final season here at Georgia.
Yeah, it still stings a little, but, you know, we were 1 bucket away. Went to overtime, but no, we're grateful for seeing all our old fellow Bulldogs here today. Jasmine James, Andy Landers in the building.
11-point lead for Missouri as we start the fourth quarter. Judd buries the three-pointer. Wow. What a ball game for Ashton Judd tonight. Has 22 on 4 of 6 three-point shooting. Avenger hits the three-pointer. They dared her to take it. No one ran out there at her. Gets Georgia on the board here to start this fourth quarter. Look, she carried the ball. Maybe just a high dribble.
Depends who you ask. Georgia fans will tell you carry, but it's a little.
Wilson on the drive, the scoop, the miss. Judd got the offensive rebound, clears it out to Randall on the baseline, and Randall gets the rebound. Seven on the shot clock. Kroenke directing traffic. 4 on the clock. 3 on the clock. Randall beats the horn, missed the jumper. Flournoy, or rather Woolfolk, chases down the ball in the corner. Avenger on the drive. Got the basket, but it's going to be waved off. The foul came before the shot. So Wilson is called for the foul. She's picked up 3 now in this game. The first team foul at Missouri in the quarter. Georgia spaces the floor. Turner takes the 3. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Missouri. So Georgia gets it on the inbounds underneath. Flournoy started out the game so hot. It still has only 11 points. All of those coming in the first half.
Yep, she came in on fire. She hasn't quite gotten back in a rhythm here in the second half.
Verse on the inbounds got loose and lays it in. 8 points for Maya Verse, going for a 4th consecutive double-figure scoring game. Kroenke on the drive, got cut off by Flournoy. Wilson tied up by Verse. Randall picks up her dribble, gives it to Kroenke. Kroenke hit it on the baseline. First basket for Kroenke. She averages only 2 points per game.
She's definitely a true point guard. She really looks to facilitate, get her team involved, let them know what they're doing on the offensive, defensive end.
But can score when she has to, just like that play right there to bail them out on offense. Avenger, spot up three. Nailed it. Avenger now in double figures. She has 10, trying to keep Georgia in the game. Georgia down 8. And a timeout called by Missouri. And we'll take it with them. 6:48 to play in regulation, and the Tigers leading the Lady Bulldogs by 8. Sometimes because of that, she puts a lot of pressure on herself when she doesn't meet her own expectations. I would like to think she's probably met her expectations tonight. She's been fabulous.
Yeah, I think she's met her expectations, and you know, she's a team player, so I think for her the biggest thing is to come away with the win, that she's been such a big contributor.
Again, Missouri has not beaten an SEC opponent since they beat Georgia last January, trying to make it back-to-back against the Lady Bulldogs. On the shot clock, and offensive foul called on Missouri. No, Galakalundi was called for the foul on the screen. So Galakalundi has 4 personal fouls, and then they've got Wilson and Kroenke all have 3 as well. See if Georgia tries to take it to him on defense and get him out of the game. Turner puts it in. Nice drive and basket by Trinity Turner, who now has 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists in 30 minutes. Georgia's cut it to 6. Kroenke takes the three-pointer. A rare three-pointer from Avery Kroenke, who was 4 for 19 on the season on her threes until hitting that one right there. Like we said earlier, Anne-Marie, it isn't as if she can't score. She typically just looks to facilitate, but she can score if she needs to. She's done it here in this 4th quarter. Foul's going to be called on Missouri.
Kroenke's had back-to-back buckets for Missouri, and she comes up big with a 3 after her last point just before.
And she just picked up the foul, so that's number 4 on her. So now 2 Missouri Tigers with 4 personal fouls, Kroenke and Galakalundi.
Represent the Lady Dogs at the line.
So Flournoy at the line. Georgia down 9. 5 minutes plus to play here in regulation. Flournoy 19 for 20 at the foul line this season, shooting 95%. Hopefully I didn't just jinx her. Did not. It's a new year. Get to start over in the new year. She would be the SEC leader in free throw percentage if she had enough attempts to qualify. But buries both of them. Big free throws right there by Flournoy, who now has 13 points. Georgia's down 7. She goes to the bench after the free throws. Slaughter gives it to Linthicum, and foul's going to be called on Georgia. Trinity Turner's going to be called for the block as we've reached our last timeout of the game. 4:56 to play in regulation. Missouri leads Georgia 65-58 here at the Stay.
Troublesome. They're able to find people that are moving. Shrek does a great job of moving. Judd does a great job of moving. They've been able to, pretty consistent, I would say, 50% from the floor and showing why they're number one in the SEC in three-point percentage.
And when we talked to Coach Pinchton about that today at shoot-around, she said our three-point shooting, number one in the SEC. You're playing, the level of competition has risen over your non-conference. Number two said you're just a little bit out of sync timing-wise. When you think about shooting three-point shots, you're thinking about the shot itself, but it's really, an entire offensive problem when you're not shooting the ball 3 points wise the way you want to. It goes down to the passing and spacing, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, getting in the offensive rhythm, making sure your timing for your screens is correct.
Turner takes a long three and hit the front iron, and last touched by Missouri. A foul's going to be called, I believe, on Missouri.
I believe it's going to send Woelfel potentially to the line.
It's not a shooting foul. It's going to be number 14 foul. It's on Slaughter. Slaughter now, that's her first person. Davis straight on three. Rebound Woelfel with one hand. Passes out to Avinger. Turner works against Randall, goes by her, hop, skip, and in the paint, put it in. Turner now with 14. Georgia back to within 6. Knocked away by Verse. Georgia running a break. Turner in the paint. In and out. Verse got the offensive rebound and put it in. Timeout called by Missouri as Georgia cuts the Tigers' lead to 4.
Just what Georgia needed. As you see, a deflection. Great steal by Turner. Pushes it in transition. Good read there with her pull-up jumper. And Maya Verse, huge on the offensive glass.
And with that bucket, Verse now in double figures for a 4th consecutive game. She's got 10 points and 4 rebounds tonight. This all started with the Ohio game back on December 28th, and she earned SEC Co-Freshman of the Week honors after going for 18 and 11 and recording her first career double-double. She has continued that here in conference play. You see the balanced scoring from Georgia tonight. Turner 14, Flournoy 13. Verse and Avinger have 10 apiece. And again, for Verse, it's kind of been concentrating on your role, getting rebounds. She gets the rebounds, it feeds her offense. Georgia's going to go to full court press here. And Missouri's going to call in some players to help them out. Foul called on Avinger away from the ball. So she picks up her first. That'll be the second team foul on Georgia here in the 4th quarter. Inbounds underneath for Missouri. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Conkey gets away from Davis. Baseline jumper, bounces over the rim. Rebound battled for, and jump ball called. It'll be Georgia's ball. Possession arrow pointing in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. So they've got the ball, down 4, 3:25 to go. Missouri goes with a defensive substitution here. Brings Wilson in for Shrek. Picks up Avinger at half court. Lost the ball in deep against Galakalunde and puts it up and in.
Great job demanding the ball down low. She's open. She was consistent calling for it. Georgia finds her, and Woolfolk with an easy 2, just short of double digits for Woolfolk with 9 points on the game.
Yeah, 9 and 7 for Woolfolk tonight. Georgia down only 2, under 3 to go. Galakalunde in deep, and contact, no whistle. Galakalunde puts it in. Good job by Galakalunde to play through the contact and put in the basket. Missouri back up by 4. Woolfolk sets the screen. Avinger goes around it. Has nowhere to go with it. Gets it back. Goes to Woolfolk, working against Galakalunde. Had it stolen away by Wilson. Judd inside. Galakalunde got stripped. Foul call on Davis.
Galakalunde's been huge. She is perfect in this game. 6 for 6 from the floor. Finishing through contact. A little no call there. And Galakalunde 1 rebound short of a double-double.
Strong game for her tonight. 13 points and 9 rebounds in 27 minutes. Did not play in the SEC a year ago, even though she had transferred to Missouri, played the first 8 games, got hurt, transfer from UMass. So this is her first chance to go through the Southeastern Conference schedule. A near double-double on Sunday at Alabama. Another near double-double here tonight against Georgia. Missed the free throws, though. And let's see what the call is going to be. It's going to be Missouri's ball. So Missouri retains possession.
Damari Flournoy will check back in for Summer Davis.
So Georgia trying to get some three-point shooting on the floor. Flournoy is 3 for 7 shooting her threes tonight, 4 for 10 from the floor. Georgia down 4 with 2:09 to go in regulation, and timeout call. Timeout called by Georgia. They have 3 remaining. Make that 2 remaining. That was a timeout call by Georgia right now. 4-point lead for Missouri. Emery, what do the Tigers have to do to hold on and get the win here? What does Georgia have to do to come back and get the win?
If you're Missouri, you've got to value possessions. Use the full clock. You're up by 4 points. You're not in a rush. And you really got it. Georgia's pounding it in down low. Guards got to be aware, help in, dig it out. If you're Georgia, you got to value your possessions. You got to execute. Right now, I mean, it's pretty balanced scoring, but right now I would say Verse or Woodfolk got to get the ball inside, play inside out for Georgia.
Once again, Georgia's outscored their opponents. Points in the paint, 34-28. Georgia's outscored Missouri in the paint. Georgia's outscored all but 4 of their opponents' points in the paint this season. But they're down 4 right now. Inbounds Missouri. Schreck looked like a push off there, got away with it. Schreck left the baseline jumper short. Under 2 minutes to go. Avinger at the elbow, missed it. Long rebound, kicks out to Flournoy. Turner with the pump fake. Flournoy buries the three-pointer. Georgia down only 1. 4th three-pointer for Flournoy tonight. She's got 16.
Huge shot by Damari Flournoy. She just subbed in the game. She comes with energy. She's ready. She's the leading scorer for Georgia.
Ball goes to Galakalunde in the paint, working against Woolfolk. Puts it up there, missed, got her own miss and sticks it in. Great hustle by Angelique Galakalunde.
That will lead Galakalunde to get her double-double, follows her miss. She has 15 points now in the game and 10 rebounds.
Georgia back in the game here, down 3. Big three-pointer by Flournoy.
Damari Flournoy ready. Great find by Trinity Turner. Able to find her shooter. That gives Trinity Turner 6 assists. And here we see Galakalunde follows her shot, gets her offensive rebound, and Missouri
15 points, 10 rebounds for Gallica Lundy tonight. That's a new season high for her in points. And ties her season high in rebounds. 7 of 8 shooting from the floor.
Coming off a strong game against Alabama, as we mentioned, 9 points, 8 rebounds, and here, another good game for her.
Been a real battle for her and Woolfolk tonight in the paint. Georgia down 3 with the ball, approaching 1 minute to play in regulation.
1 minute remaining.
Flournoy off the screen, drives, missed off the back iron. Rebound verse, lost it. Turner gets it. Georgia's got it. Flournoy in the corner, pump fake, steps inside the arc. Air balls on the two-pointer. Woolfolk has it. 40 seconds to play. Turner, the three-point miss. Verse, the offensive rebound, and miss. Verse battling for it underneath, and finally a whistle. Let's check the call. Apparently out of bounds off of Missouri. And a timeout's going to be called by Georgia.
And Woolfolk got a great offensive rebound. I don't think she realized there was no defender between her and the basket. Maybe didn't know what the time was, knowing they're down 3. She kicks it out. Georgia got a few good looks at the ball. Mia Verse with 2 good looks. A lot of contact, a lot of bodies. Not able to finish, not able to get the call.
Georgia's had a ton of offensive rebounds tonight. They have 20 offensive rebounds. They average 12 a game. And they got a bunch of them right there in that one sequence and just could not get the ball to go down. But they bounced back with 21 points here in the fourth quarter after scoring only 19 in the second and third quarter combined.
Yep, and the offensive rebounds have been huge. As you mentioned, 20 offensive rebounds to the 19 defensive that they have. Georgia has really done a great job getting on the offensive glass. They need to finish these buckets.
Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. Georgia does have a foul to give. 34 seconds, 16 on the shot clock. Georgia has the ball on the inbounds underneath when we come out of this timeout. What do you expect Georgia to run in this offensive set?
I mean, if you're Georgia, I'm looking to get a quick 2. They've had a few shots at the 3, but if I'm Georgia, I'm looking to get a quick bucket here and then try to press and get up and get a steal, and if you don't, foul quickly.
Avenger will inbounds. Woolfolk, Verse, Flournoy, and Turner on the floor for Georgia. Gallica Lundy, Kroenke, Wilson, Randall, and Judd on the floor for Missouri. Ball comes inbounds in the corner, and a foul is going to be called on Judd.
Now we'll put Georgia in the bonus, so Trinity Turner will head to the line for 2.
So Georgia gets 2 free throws right here. Not a lot of time came off the clock. 32.2 left in the game. And Turner at the foul line for the first time tonight. Georgia's 7 for 10 at the foul line this evening. Turner, nothing but net. 82% free throw shooter on the season. She's put together a solid line tonight. 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists in 36 minutes. Missed the second one, and Missouri got the rebound. Jump ball. It's going to belong to Missouri with the possession arrow.
Abby Schreckle will make another appearance for the Tigers.
Georgia's going to go to a full court press here.
Missouri's going to sub in Schreck for Randall. Excuse me, not Randall. That's Gallica-Lundy's going to go out.
Missouri wants to get their ball handlers on the floor, so Slaughter's going to be the inbounder. Slaughter only 3 points tonight in 21 minutes and only 1 of 5 shooting. Hasn't been a big offensive night for her, but Judd has picked him up this evening with 22. Inbounds comes to Judd. Gets it out of there to Schreck, ahead to Kroenke. Difference of 2 seconds, game clock and shot clock, and a foul is going to be called on Georgia. They did have 1 foul to give, so that does not put Missouri at the line yet. The next one will.
Nia Wilson will make another appearance for the Tigers.
So Wilson comes back in for Missouri, and Schreck will come off. Gallicalundi will come in. Well, I thought she was going to come in. Apparently not. Kroenke with the inbounds. Gets it right back. Slaughter has it. Georgia's going to have to foul now, and they do. They'll put Slaughter at the line. Slaughter is a great free throw shooter. Her 85.1% free throw percentage is number 5 in the SEC. And she's number 7 in the SEC, averaging 3.4 free throw makes per game. But this is her first trip to the line tonight. And Missouri's 6 for 10 at the line this evening. Nothing but net. Puts Missouri back up by 3. Big one coming up right here.
Missouri's communicating to everyone they're going into a 5 defense. They're going to be switching everything with this short shot clock.
4-point lead for Missouri. Timeout called by Georgia. That is the last one for them.
3-point percentage at 38.2% or 38.3%, and Damari Flournoy is in as well, who's also 38%. So Georgia has their shooters in. Let's see how they execute.
But Davis is 0 for 4 on her threes tonight. The ball comes into Turner. Clock is running down. Turner stops. They get it to Flournoy. She rises up for a 3 and hits it. Damari Flournoy with a huge 3-pointer. Cuts the Missouri lead to 1. Wow, what a huge 3-pointer.
Big shot by Damari Flournoy. Georgia needed a 3. She creates, step back right in front of the bench. Cash for Damari Flournoy. She has 19 points now on the game. 5 3-pointers in this game. Damari has come up huge for Georgia. Georgia's down 1. They've got to try to generate a steal. They've got to be up pressing. And if you don't get that steal, Matt, quick foul.
Yeah, but that 3-pointer right there enables Georgia, if all else fails, to foul and put Missouri back on the line. And even if they hit the 2 free throws, which you would expect them to do, you still have a chance offensively to inbounds the ball and hit another 3 and send this game to overtime.
Yep, no matter what, if Georgia fouls, like you said, it's going to be a 1-possession game. So they will have an opportunity, if they get that quick foul, to have the last possession here in the 4th quarter.
Damari Flournoy doing here at the end of the game what she did at the start of the game, infusing offense for Georgia with her 3-point shooting. 5 for 9 on her threes. Georgia's 7 for 25 as a team. So outside of Flournoy, they're 2 for 16 as a team shooting the 3 ball, but Flournoy has really picked them up. Avenger has the only other 2 3-pointers for Georgia tonight. But they got to do something here defensively, if not get a stop and a steal, get fouls. So Missouri's going to inbounds in the front court. They're going to choose that option and inbounds right in front of their bench. And they have the whole court to work with, so they send Wilson back there to take a pass if needed from Kroenke. Inbounds comes to Judd, and Georgia tie up, not a foul. Possession arrow, Georgia. So Georgia's going to get the ball on the tie-up by Verse.
And that is exactly what Georgia needed right there. Great execution, great aggressiveness by Trinity Turner. Not to foul. Georgia has a great opportunity now.
Best of all scenarios right there for Georgia. That was Trinity Turner, not Maya Verse. But Turner was the one who reached in there and just snagged the ball away from Judd. And so now 7.2 on the game clock, and Georgia the inbounds right in front of the Missouri bench. You got Flournoy on the floor and Avenger, who's hit 2 threes. Those are your best 3-point shooters based on what they've done tonight on the floor for Georgia. Ball comes to Avenger. Got to beat the pressure, gets it across. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, behind the back. Turner for the win. Hit it! Georgia, 74-72 winners, comes back from 11 down, and the freshman Trinity Turner, who comes up with a big defensive play on one end, comes up with a huge offensive play on the other for the Lady Bulldogs.
Great job for Georgia. Great execution.
The last play is under review for a ball being released in a timely manner.
Moment. And Georgia, they'll review it. It looked good to me. Georgia, this would be a great win here in Athens.
Trinity Turner, the freshman, hits